Good afternoon. My name is Daniel Gregg, and today we're going to talk about Genesis 15:6 and the meaning of faith, faithfulness. The title of the lesson is, What Does Believing Really Mean? And we're going to start with Genesis 15:6. Genesis 15:6 typically is translated, and Abraham believed God, and it was counted to him as righteousness. The Hebrew here, that mean by Yahweh, is composed of three words put together. Hebrew puts word parts together. And he, which is a heful infix of the verb, amin, which is the heful form of the root. Literally it means, and he maketh support. And then the next two words, the Yahweh, mean the in Yahweh. And he maketh support in Yahweh. That's a literal rendition of the text. Okay, and this here under here, focus on this. This is a shorthand for this. And maketh support he, or third person singular, in Yahweh. And the he here is Abraham from the context. Okay, that's the literal sense of the verse. Okay, now let's focus on the verb root here in the Brown, Driver, and Briggs lexicon. Right here. Aman is the verb root, and they give confirm or support as the meaning of the verb root. We're going to find that BD and B has it backwards here. Actually, support is the essential or primary meaning of the word. Okay? We can look down over here, say a few other places. Right here. Amana, faith, support. So the root meaning support comes out in other places. Okay, let's go back up here to the outline. And he maketh support in Yahweh. Okay, what does this mean? It can mean make support on Yahweh. And we have several ideas that this conveys. Trust, or to rely on, lean on, hang on, fasten on. So you put your support on somebody, then you're depending on them. Alright? Then the second idea conveyed by it is to give your support to Yahweh. And this idea is conveyed in the English senses, be faithful to, be loyal to, or commit to. Point 2. We're going to explain why the translation believed in is misleading. Okay? Imagine a chair sitting in the middle of a room, and you say, I believe the chair will hold me. But you do not sit in the chair, and you do not actually rely on the chair by sitting in it. That's what believe, if you say I believe in something, or I believe something, that's what it could mean. Alright? B, but if you make the chair your support, you must sit in the chair. You must actually sit in the chair. Okay? If I make a chair my support, then I must rely on it. Okay? I can't just say I believe in the chair. I can't say I believe the chair will support me. You haven't actually put your support on the chair until you sit on it. Okay? Point 3. Meaning give support to is omitted by the English believed in. Now what do I mean by give support to? That means if you think of giving support to a political candidate, or giving your support, throwing your support behind a king or throwing your support behind a party or a faction that you believe is correct. You give it financial support, you give it encouragement, and you cheer along for it, okay? So this meaning of give support to is omitted by the English believed in. Believed in does not really convey that sense. Okay, the Hebrew root, let's look over here, which we looked at, aman, to support, okay, or in the hefel with the prefix on it that makes it hefel, he, meaning make support or give support, or to cause support to whatever the object of the verb is. This root is from the same Hebrew root as the word for faithful, be faithful, faithfulness, be loyal, and believe. The root is the same for all of these different translations. Now if we look down here, emunah. This is a feminine noun, okay, and you can see the root in there, aman, only with infix, being supportive, okay, or supportiveness, literally. We look down here at definition 3, faithfulness, trust, steadfastness, firmness. Is steadfastness, okay. Bringing up, nourishment. This is the idea of amna, or somebody who supports somebody else. Okay, the word can have the sense of pillars, temple supports. Okay, nursing, mother nursing her child is supporting her child. All the meanings of the root aman devolve back on the sense support. Okay? We can say, do you support the words of the prophets? Okay, this way of doing it, the words of the prophets, this is close to the meaning of believe. You could say, do you believe the words of the prophets? Okay, it's to support a factual claim is to believe it. Only in the Hebrew sense, aman is are you supporting it? Are you affirming it? Okay. Point 2. Do you support Yeshua? This time we're not talking about something that's the object of knowledge or whether you believe a fact or not. Now we're talking about supporting a person. Okay, and that's different. To support a person is to declare one's loyalty and be loyal or faithful to that person. So we can ask, are you committed to him? If you're not committed to Yeshua, then you don't support Yeshua. Okay? A person can believe Yeshua or believe in him, but they can't really, you have to support him too in order for that to make sense. Are you loyal to him? Point 4. In Hebrew, giving one's support includes obeying, being loyal to. So in other words, if the people were to say that they put their support behind the king and then they didn't obey the king, then they're not really supporting the king. If the king says, we're being attacked and we need to defend our country, and the people say, but we don't believe that there's an attack on our country, then they're not supporting what the king says. There's a difference between supporting the idea or the fact, the truth claim that there's an attack on the country, and the difference is not very much from supporting the king himself, okay, by getting ready to defend the country. Okay, so in Hebrew, giving one's support includes obeying. The ideas of being loyal to, putting loyalty in, and even in Latin derivation of the word for faith, fidelity, fide, okay? Somebody who has fidelity is faithful. It's like a marriage covenant. A covenant is two parts, where both parties are supposed to be faithful to the terms of the covenant.